Day 3 as a girly squirrely, starting over at 30 years old, moving to New York City with no plan. Hi, nothing exciting has happened today. I've just been catching up on work online. I actually work for a sustainable fashion brand that's based in Switzerland. We are preparing already for the Black Friday sale that's going to be happening end of next month. I will get more into that another day. First big adventure is tomorrow. I'm going to be waking up super early to make a yoga class that I have to bike to. And I've biked through cities before. I used to live in Amsterdam, so I'm not that intimidated by it. I'm just looking at the Google map now. Let's see if I meet some friends. Okay, going to bed. I've had my little cup of coffee and I feel jazzed. I'm allowing myself 45 minutes to get there, even though it's just 10 minutes away. So if something goes wrong, I've got plenty of wiggle room. All right, wish me luck. My chariot. Guys, it just took me like so long to figure out how to get this helmet on and it's still a little tight. I still have 35 minutes to get there. The yoga class started 15 minutes ago and I'm not. That was a disaster. The bike is in unsafe conditions. The handlebars are straight, but the wheel is crooked. I need to invest in my own bicycle. And I was taking a little gander on Facebook Marketplace and I sent a few DMs. Hopefully I find something. And will I make it to yoga class today? Probably not, but we roll with the punches. I was determined to make it here, so I ran. There it is. Interesting. So the whole bike fiasco didn't work out because I was meant to explore on foot, and it's great. I literally thought this was a real person. That is so scary. What a gorgeous afternoon. I don't waste no time. I already found a bike. Because I'm someone that values freedom and I need to have a way to get around and explore, I could not just sit on that bike problem. The number one way of being an adaptable traveler is just have this bias for action, like immediately taking action and not just letting that problem fester. The first bike that I went to check out was honestly really bad. Go check out a second bike now.
Idea process.
Okay, cute. It's getting a little bit dark. Fingers crossed that this bike works out. I don't really want to be out much longer. And I don't want to pay for another Uber. So the stakes are high. It is secured. Okay, maybe I'm an idiot because I just bought this bike and both of the tires are flat, but it's in pretty good condition otherwise. I just called an Uber. I'm 42 minutes walking from where I'm staying and I just need to play it safe. Here comes my Ubi. Instead of considering today a fail or just such a mess, I actually had the best time. What I've learned through all of my travels, we can face challenges with levity. And the only thing you can really do is just take action moment to moment. Great news on day 5, I have secured a part-time job. Actually, it's 10 hours a week, but I'm so excited about it. It's not the caretaking role. You may recall that I had an interview a few days ago. I ended up telling them no. Because if I'm gonna commute all the way to Manhattan, it's gonna be for a job that I'm very passionate about or ticks all of my boxes. I think it would have ultimately been a placeholder and I thought that wouldn't be fair. I feel like the reason that it happened was to show me like, hey, you're in a place now where you can have discernment. Ain't no need to be desperate. Ain't no need to settle. Yeah, so here's the update. This morning, I was looking at this website. It's called listingsproject.com. It's actually where I found this apartment. And you can list gigs and like job openings. They get posted every Wednesday. This morning, I looked at it first thing and I saw something there that was very exciting to me. A position to be an assistant for a holistic doctor. And she specializes in Chinese medicine, acupuncture, herbalism, helping women with their fertility. So I reached out to her immediately. I got a really great tip from my friend Heka, who moved from Bali back to LA about 6 months before I moved back to the States. She really walked the path before me and helped me through so much. But she gave me the tip of, when you're job hunting like this, it really helps if you include a video introduction of yourself. And I just did it with this doctor. In my video, I'm not like talking about the things that are included in the cover letter. It's just me showing more of my spirit and how I'm a really fun person to work with and a very uplifting, supportive energy and presence in business. And she got right back to me and she was like, wow, I really loved your video and booyah. She wants to meet and discuss my schedule and my role. It's actually in person. This is a new space that she's opening. She's looking to weave art, storytelling, and women's healing. This is my bread and butter. This is the stuff that I love. I'm just feeling really grateful, especially if you remember what I said in the last video about how I'm personally planting the seed in my life of helping uplift women. I want to be in a creative space where there's collaboration and community, and it sounds great. So that's a really positive update today. Thank you for being here and for witnessing my journey in all of its ups and downs and imperfections. So excited. First of all, I'm very caffeinated and I'm going to be talking really fast. Guess what? Last night I was chatting with my friend Hecka and she was like, what are you going to do for fun in New York City? Extracurriculars. And I was like, yeah, what am I going to do? Sing. Duh. And I've been looking for something like this for so long. I've been wanting to join a choir, but not really doing worship music, more just like singing whatever, like pop songs or modern songs, where I just want to be in a room with people singing, not trying to perform per se, but just singing. And in a group, I think it's very powerful. So I did a little light research last night with chat, and she pointed me to a few different groups in New York City. Of course, because I'm in New York City, they're going to have groups like this. The city is full of every niche possible of hobbies, and literally found this group. It's like famous on TikTok, where they get together every single week in a basement, and within 3 hours, 200 strangers learn to sing a song together a cappella. Okay, I signed up immediately, and it's also so close to me, like a 10-minute bike ride. What are the odds of this? Guess what though? The best part is, do you know what song we're gonna sing? It is literally one of my favorite songs of all time. I have so many memories being like a preteen listening to this song and like staring out the car window and like having fantasies about traveling the world and breaking free. Kelly Clarkson, Breakaway. Oh my God, I'm so excited. They send you an email where they share the different parts and you get to choose which you feel most comfortable with. So you see you have this whole folder here, and I'm going with soprano 1. I feel like I'm in that movie, Pitch Perfect. You guys are not prepared for this bridge. You're not prepared. Listen to what we're gonna do. I know where they'll take me, but gotta keep moving on, fly away, break away. I'll spread my wings and I'll goodbye. Take a chance, take a change and break away. Out of the darkness and into the sun. Make a wish, take a chance, make a change. I'm gonna walk my bike to the bike shop. 40 minutes. Woohoo. They're fixing my bike right now. They were like putting air in the tire and it just popped. So that was great. But I'm happy that it blew up in the shop and not when I was like riding down the street. I can't wait to sing tonight. I did it. I just biked home from the bike shop. My bike is working. I'm so happy. Joyride Bikes. They were so nice. Also could just tell like they were a neighborhood spot. Like they're the kind of business that gives dogs dog treats. Honestly, next time I'm down there, I'm gonna stop in and be like, hey Pete, hey, how's it going, guys? They also woke me up to the fact that I'm not in Tennessee anymore and people here are constantly stealing bikes and bike parts. We had to make sure that my bike is like crime proof. Got the trusty U-lock. They also locked my seat in. I got one of these things. I was not expecting to drop like $300 at the bike shop, but it happened and I'm a little stressed about it, but also I see it as an investment. Got myself a helmet. Cutie! With an LED flashing light in the back. And it was more than I wanted to pay for a helmet, but I thought it's okay to spend money on a good helmet. Don't wear flare jeans when you're riding a bike with a chain. Great. Almost wrecked, but because I am divinely protected, it was more just like a little warning from my guardian angels being like, hey sis, pay attention. And pay attention I shall. I have to get ready to go sing. I can't wait. Okay, and I guess I'm taking the bike because now I'm just a biker girl. About to leave. I hope I make a friend. Oh my god. I specifically wanted to wear this bright sweater so that when I am in their viral TikTok, you guys can spot me. Let's go. Gotta keep moving on, fly away, break away. I'm ready. Check if this is working. I want to debrief, but I'm also exhausted. I just biked home in the dark, which was questionable, but there was a moment I was riding on the bike and I was like, I'm crazy. I literally was saying that out loud. I'm crazy right now. A week ago, I was in Nashville, Tennessee. My life looks so different now, like biking through Brooklyn at night after singing a Kelly Clarkson song with 100 strangers. What? But it was so moving to sing that song because of how it is so on point with my life right now. Buildings with 100 floors, swinging around revolving doors. Baby, I don't know where they'll take me. Like, that's so me. All these doors are available to me, and I don't know where they're gonna take me, but gotta keep moving on, fly away. It's just such a freaking crazy coincidence that was the song this week. The leader asked if there were any volunteers that wanted to share what the song meant to them. And I raised my hand, but I didn't get chosen. And the girl next to me goes, hey, I saw you raise your hand. Do you want to tell me? I'll listen to you. That was like the environment. Everyone there was just lovely. There was like a moment where we were all sitting around in a circle. He gave us each like a harmony to sing, and then he had us just close our eyes and sing it over and over. I don't know, I felt like I could just burst into tears. I felt like I could just melt into a puddle. And it was just, I wish everyone had that experience. It was deeply connective in times like these where, I don't know, people are lost. We're very divided here in the US. I think 3 hours singing with strangers can really do wonders. If everyone did this, it would be a much different world, honestly. And you know, it's funny, I almost didn't go to this. I was telling my sister about it, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, I don't really want to go alone. She was like, what? You go alone to shit like this all the time. And I was like, huh, that's true. Why would that Sydney, why would that aspect of her not be carried into New York City? I can be that way in New York City. I can be that anywhere, because that's me. Okay. Good night. I'm going to my interview. I'm going to meet Doctor down in Dumbo, which means directly under the Manhattan Bridge overpass, something like that. I don't know. Everyone calls it Dumbo. So I'm going down to Dumbo. Hopefully the meeting goes swell. It's a gorgeous day for a ride. My ass hurts so bad. Oh my god, this is crazy. Ah! It's so iconic. This is so cool. I feel like I'm in a movie. Oh my god. Still can't believe that I biked here. That was crazy of me. Next time I come here, I'll have to try cycling across. Not looking forward to biking back, especially because my butt hurts so bad. I'll tell you what, my bike seat has no cushion. I'm hurting. My bike's here. Okay, I'm destroyed. Do not trust Google Maps. It told me it would be 30 minutes biking down to Dumbo. It was a good hour. And then on the way back, it was a good hour. And I am not gonna lie, I ended up like thinking I had plenty of time before dark, but then it got dark. And I was like not in a good area of town. Let me tell you, I was on East New York Parkway. And I actually started to be really afraid and I started praying. The traffic was bad. I'm not doing that again. That was silly, but I learned. I'm so grateful I made it home because I was praying. I had this mantra in my head, like, I'm protected, I'm fine, no one can hurt me. But that was scary. Not ever doing that again. I had my Apple Watch on. I was literally like pulling my sleeve down. I was like, oh, no one look at me. I don't have a MacBook in here, nothing of value. I'm so sweaty right now. Hold on. I am just absolutely drenched in sweat, like fear sweat, the worst kind. Yeah, that was a lesson. That was a hard lesson. And also the tough thing is I have in one AirPod, and so Google Maps is telling me like every now and then, take a right, take a left. But otherwise, like I can't see where I'm going. Like I don't know how much further I have. And there was no way I was gonna pull out my phone at a red light and check. So I was just completely blind. And thank God I ended up here. That was a lot. Tomorrow will be 1 week in New York City, and I'm really proud of what I've done in just a week, and also really like grateful that everything has flowed so well so far. Yeah, I actually got a part-time gig here in less than a week. The doctor was so awesome. Like we just really clicked, and I have so much that I'm gonna learn working with her. She wrote a book called Spiritual Fertility, and she actually gave me a copy today and signed it for me. Seems like a great connection to make, and it happened so naturally, as I knew it would. So 1 week, I've accomplished a lot. I think when you start over and you turn a new leaf and you start fresh, clean slate, it's an opportunity to check yourself and make sure that you're showing up authentically. I've always really struggled with people pleasing, and that's something that I'm really working on letting go in this chapter. My friend Disha coined the term the Hannah Montana effect. When you are one person, when you're at work, and you're a completely different person when you're around your friends or you're at home. And what me and Disha were saying is this is such an energetic leak. And coming to New York City and starting fresh, I am being very intentional about not creating the Hannah Montana effect and living authentically from scene to scene in this movie of my life. I want to seamlessly move from work to play, to friends, to family, to colleagues. Anything that I take on here, moving forward, I'm never not gonna be myself. I'm never gonna allow that energetic leakage because I wanna attract the people and situations that align. And it's so refreshing to be in this place right now. I'm actually so grateful and I feel very blessed where I'm not in a place of desperation and I can be choosy and I can be discerning. Yeah. I was feeling so emotional this morning. Honestly, ever since the singing last night, I think it opened up a channel in me. I'm feeling very fragile. I have this weird thing where I go down YouTube rabbit holes. I love listening to those YouTube playlists that are like dark academia, 1 hour to make your brain shut up. Or music to make you feel like a Jane Austen character. That is one of my favorite YouTube music soundtracks, by the way. And somehow today I landed on Hans Zimmer live performance with an orchestra. I cried my eyes out listening to a Hans Zimmer song today. And I just feel like I don't know, I don't want to pretend like I'm always on here so chipper. I also have a lot of emotions and I just move through them. Like I had my little cry, wiped my tears, and then headed down to my interview. For my Indonesian friends watching, I will let you know right now, the tempeh in the US is nothing compared to the tempeh in Indonesia. I miss fresh tempeh so bad. I know it's probably weird for Indonesians that I'm baking this tempeh. I was just inspired and I figured after biking everywhere all over the place today, I better just get some protein. Okay, bye.